Hey, what's up, guys? Chris here, and we're back with another video, and yes, what you read in the title is correct. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's a blessing to have you on the channel, and also, if you've been on the channel, welcome back. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and also hit the red notification bell button. Of course, you do have the occasional option to be notified for some videos, or all of them. Just hit all of them, your choice. Also be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And take a minute to subscribe to the channel. And we'll start the video. So, now, I'll explain this for those who probably don't really know, and some of you on my channel may or may not know this, but, yeah, I had an iPhone for, like, the longest time, like, a couple different ones, So, like I said, I've had, I've had an iPhone for, like, a long time, and all of a sudden one day, my Apple ID, one day, suddenly has a problem. So, okay, so it has a problem. I was like, alright, no big deal. And, anywho, so, this is where it all starts. So, like I said, my Apple ID suddenly has a problem on my iPhone, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I was like, alright, no big deal, I'll see what's going on, and, maybe it'll just work. No. So, apparently, like I said, I didn't forget the password, too. I did not change the password multiple times. That never happened. So, all of a sudden, it went into a safety thing. But now, before it goes into a safety thing, it was just like, oh, well, okay, did you set up the 28-digit recovery key code? I said, no, I did not turn that setting on, but somehow my phone, it was on, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Now, see, I did not know that it was automatically generated. So, I don't really remember seeing the key code, and, I wasn't really aware about having to write all these codes down, which I was never aware of that from the start. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, back to the story. So, okay, no big deal, whatever. So, obviously, well, there's a funny little story to that part of it. So, and I was hacked. My Apple ID was actually hacked on top of all that. So, yeah. So, all of a sudden, I'm on my phone, everything's going fine. And all of a sudden, one of the apps starts acting up. And I was like, okay, well, why is this app having a problem? I said, usually when this one app has a problem, it could, the phone can be restarted, and then the app should be fine. Okay, now if that don't work, could just delete the app, re-download it. Okay. Alright, because a lot of time that'll usually fix a variety of the problems. So, now, this is where a problem happens. So, all of a sudden, I said, alright, I'll delete the app, re-download it. That should fix the problem, and I should be fine. Oh, no. That's not exactly how it went down, that part of it. So, I delete the app, good to go. All all of a sudden. So, I get ready to download the app again, because obviously it was deleted, so I had to re-download it. So, I go download it. It goes, okay, sign into your Apple ID. I said, okay. I said, well, that's weird. I said, why do I have to sign in when I'm already signed in? Okay. Alright. I said, alright, yeah, okay, fine. I'll sign in. You know. So, I do that. I download the app. Then, after the app is done downloading, so all of a sudden, so I quickly, let the app do its thing. And yeah, if you're wondering what app it was the Facebook Messenger app. So, I was like, all right. So I re-download it, and, everything's fine at first. And all of a sudden, good to go. I let it, I open the app, let it do its thing. And it was just like, okay. Then it starts acting up again, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on now? Oh my god. So, later that day, all of a sudden, I get a notification on that iPhone. I said, oh, someone recently nearby, not very far from you, from a different iPhone, an iPhone that you don't have, that I do not have, they were just like, oh, someone is using an iPhone that you technically don't have with your Apple ID. What the fuck? I'm like, wait, what? No, I don't think so. So, first I didn't pay any mind to it. I was like, no. It asks, like, so then it asks me, well, are you okay with this, like, to authorize? I said, no, I'm not. And then the notification goes away. All of a sudden. So I said, all right, I'll go back to seeing what's wrong with the Facebook Messenger app. So I'm trying to see what's wrong with that still, and notification comes through on my phone again. Oh, this time I'm just looking at it, I'm like, no. I'm like, and first of all, I do not have that iPhone that it's talking about, first of all. So, I was like, all right. So I hit no again. And then all of a sudden it goes, okay, well, contact Apple. Oh, I do. I contact them. So 3 hours on the phone with support. And got fucking nowhere, I mind you, which really pissed me off as moral of the fucking story. But anyway, lousy motherfuckers. Technically, if you want to know. That's just what I thought about the whole thing. So, amongst other things, which I'm not going to mention. So, needless to say, I was like, okay, be like that. Fucking be like that. We'll see what's up, won't we? So, lo and behold, all of a sudden, a few months go by. I'm good. And, I'm like, by this point, I already have, like, a whole different account, not with Apple anymore after that. So I ended up going back to, Google/Android. All of a sudden, like I said, a few months goes by. Everything's cool afterwards. And then, just recently, actually, was it, what's today? Saturday? Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. all of a sudden, my Google account gets hacked. I said, oh, for fuck's sake. You gotta be kidding me. Fuck. I said, what the fuck is going on with this bullshit again now? Seriously? A second fucking time? With a whole different account? Ooh, on a whole different server? Ooh, what the fuck? So I didn't even know it had gotten hacked at first. So all of a sudden, my credit card company, sends me a text message to my phone saying, do you authorize this small charge for a very small amount, like $4.20 or something like that? And I was like, no, I don't. And I was like, what the fuck? It's okay. It's never asked me that before, ever. And I was like, I'm looking at it, I'm reading the text message, and I say no. And then it says, okay, just contact your credit card company right away. So I do. I contact them. They figured out exactly what the problem was. Yeah. Someone basically got a hold of my information on my card somehow. So, needless to say, so I went through all the proper steps and had that card closed out and, went from there. So, the credit card company says to me, did you have a similar problem a few months ago with an Apple ID? And then I go, yes, I did. The lady on the phone said to me, she said, I'll bet you it was the same exact person that hacked your Apple ID, also hacked your Google account. I guarantee it. I wouldn't doubt it any. I said, thank you. That's what I thought. And then I said to myself, I find that weird that she said that, and I was just like, huh? I'm like, well, like when she said that, you can only imagine what was going through my head at that point. In my mind, I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Okay, you know something I don't, or something, or what? But I was like, you know what? Funny thing is, I thought the exact same thing when that all happened. I was like, dang, are you in my mind or something? Because you read my mind clear. So, just this whole thing is just still pissed me off, I don't know why the hell someone had to hack me in the first place like that. And then it be the same person? Okay, now, a few factors. One, I've never seen the person that hacked me. Okay? Two, I don't even know the person. And three, I don't even know what they look like. Okay? But something tells me I have this funny feeling it was the same one. So, now, well, you could do one of two things. You could believe what I told you, which is actually true. Or you could not believe me like a lot of other people have not believed me in the past about that, which is a whole nother thing I don't even want to discuss right now. I'm not bringing that up, ever. Nope. No, I can't say for policy and legal reasons. So anyway, damn, it's just this whole thing. Yeah, speechless. Oh, but don't worry. I took all the proper steps to protect myself now. Yeah, I had to do a lot of updating things. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't saying nothing else. No. Nope. No, sorry, I'm not. That's me. Not saying much more. But, oh, that's all right. Oh, don't worry. My ass got fucking even about that shit. If you saw the Facebook post, that is. Oh, I literally put in the post how I thought being hacked twice by the same person is a bunch of bullshit. And I also put in the post I'm fucking sick and tired of it. And, I just hopefully, the person that hacked me saw that post. I'm guessing once they saw that post, they figured that's when the jig was up. Well, you know what? If this person is watching, the jig's up, motherfucker! That's that. Well, shouldn't have hacked me in the first fucking place. And not... He also shouldn't have done it twice in a fucking row. Shouldn't have. That's what I'm saying. Now. Let's see. No, that's just a recent event, which I'm only talking about it because it still pissed me the fuck off. And I got a fucking right to talk about it if I want. You know? Seriously. You know, everybody else goes on YouTube and talks about what they fucking want to fucking talk about. And say what they want to fucking say. And also, you know, other YouTubers curse on their channel more than I do. I'm not going to say whom or what YouTuber that does that. But majority of you probably have a pretty good guess of who. And no, I'm not mentioning names. Sorry. Don't work that way with me. Or does it? Oh. Alright, so, is there anything good to all this? Yes. Damn, can't believe it's like almost Halloween time. Damn. I know, hard to believe, right? I know. I just still cannot, like, believe that myself as well, by the way. No, I don't think I have anything else. No, I don't. Damn. Woo. No, I really don't have anything else. I just wanted to just hop on here and just talk about that. That way so y'all know what had happened. So, let me see here. No, I don't. It can't be. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh, anyway, oh my god. Yes, actually. I ended up, if you can see it there behind me, that's those, what do you call it? Taper candles? LED. They're those candles there that look like they're suspended in midair. See? Yeah, I know they're LED. God, oh my god, you can get them just about almost anywhere, I think. I know Amazon has them. I also know Dollar Tree has them. That's actually where I got mine from, where the Dollar Tree, actually. Yeah, it was in there not that long ago, too. What else? Oh, and yeah, they also run on a remote. Those candles. You can actually shut them off. Yep. And then you can turn them on too. All by remote. That's cool though, how they look like they're literally suspended in midair. That's cool. Now, why can't most do just that? I don't know why other things can't do that. But that's cool though. Whoever came up with that idea to make it look like candles are suspended in midair. Good idea. Yes, there's some other ones too. Hold on. See? Yeah, I think it was a